Greetings, this is Capstone Group 50. My name is Palak Sinha and I am from the batch EC2.
My name is Rishabdev Dhawan. I am from batch EC2.
My name is Hibba Ishtiyaq. I am from batch EC2.
My name is Shubham Jain and I am from batch EC2.
My name is Sayam Mittal and I am from batch ENC1.
VLC is the foundation of a capstone project. The goal of the project is to build a prototype for a communication link that uses visible light for transmission, often known as visible light communication. Based on an Arduino Uno, it uses LEDs for both illumination and data transfer. This was created to circumvent the limitations of RF waves transmission. Now, Sayam and Rishabh will explain the hardware part. Hibba and Shubham will explain the software part of the prototype.
This is the transmitter side, where an Arduino Uno is connected to a breadboard containing LED and a resistor. This is the receiver side, where Arduino Uno is connected to the breadboard containing LDR transmitter connected to a I2C converter, which is connected to LCD display. Now Shubham will explain the transmitter side code.
We have defined analog LED pin at A1 and then we have declared a string which is capstone 50. Then we have taken an integer type to store the length of the string. In the setup function, we have set the pin mode A1 and then we have take output to it. Then using string length function, we have stored the length of the string in the string length. In the loop function, we have done a for loop from 0 to string length and send each character in send byte function. Then in send byte function, we are receiving character one by one and using digital write, we are making LED low by setting A1 to low. Then for transmission of bits, we have made another for loop that is main loop that sends bits one by one.
Now Hibba will explain the receiver code.
Coming to the receiver code, first we have included all the necessary libraries like liquidcrystal.h, LCD keypad.h, liquidcrystal I2C.h for I2C converter. Basically, it lets Arduino to control liquid crystal displays. Then in the setup function, we are giving the input at the digital input 8. Then the serial dot begin 9600 means we are passing value 9600 to the speed parameter. After that, we have initialized all the functions for LCD, that is LCD dot initialization function and LCD dot backlight function. In the set cursor function, we are setting the cursor at origin 0, 0. It is the index of rows and columns. We have to print capstone #50 and circuits also, CKTS. We are going to print capstone #50 circuits. We are doing this in the loop function. First, we have here we have declared unsigned long type integer duration. The duration this basically means the time duration in which a particular letter will be displayed. Like for in the first if function, from 10,000 to 17,000 duration, C will be received, and similarly in the next else if, from 20,000 to 27,000, A will be displayed, and simultaneously PSTONE like capstone #50 and circuits will also be displayed. Now Rishabh will be explaining the proper working of this.
For this prototype to work properly, we need a dark environment. When we give input to the receiver side, it will display by default capstone 50 circuits. But when we give input to the transmitter side, LED will start blinking and we will get to receive CAPS and so on. Now Sayam Mittal will explain the proper working in detail.
After the input is provided to the transmitter side, the information is processed by the control unit, which is nothing but Arduino in our case. Arduino converts the information into binary pulses, which can be fed to an LED source for transmission. Then these data are fed to LED light, which sends the visible light pulses to the receiver side. And in the receiver section, the LDR sensor receives the visible light pulses from the transmitter side and converts it into interpretable electrical pulses, which is fed to the Arduino. Arduino receives this pulse and converts it into actual data and displays it on a 16x2 LCD display. And like this, our prototype works. And now Palak will conclude.
Concluding this, that's how we transmitted data from transmitter to the receiver, keeping in mind the environmental factors and other factors that could possibly cause disruption in the transmission of data. This is how we have depicted visible light communication. Thank you.